think needs to happen differently with the system, not just on a state, local level, but on a national level, to truly create partnerships with the schools and the community so that we don't have so many adolescents that are just easily put through the system.
Something that I would love to see is something that's also being discussed right now in light of the BLM movement and police enforcement. And there's been a lot of discussion about bringing in psychological training and psychologists and people that are not just pure law enforcement, but that are scientists in their field for purposes of enforcement. And that specifically is what should be applied between the court system and schools, right? And it would be amazing if there were some sort of either a court officer, someone who had power in both, to help transition juvenile defendants and rehabilitate them back into the education system, back into high school, but who also worked with the education system. They wouldn't be just a court officer. It could be something along the lines of a guidance counselor or an enhanced guidance counselor that has powers of persuasion with both the courts and the Board of Education.
And that's probably not going to happen from the court side, because we just received notification that the budget for the court system in New York State is going to be minus $300 million
Today, yeah.
Yeah, so as far as like adding on these new people, I mean, that I agree with my partner wholeheartedly, that would be amazing if you actually had a liaison with teeth, so to speak, so that they would be badged like law enforcement, but they would also have the access to the courts as if they were like the prosecutors, for example, and they could walk between those two worlds effortlessly. I just want to thank you, Dr. Baptiste, for making us part of this really important project. And I understand the mission and I support it, and I really, really hope that this wakes some people up and just lets them see that justice is for everybody. It's a gift. It's for all of us, no matter what level of the socioeconomic chain you're on. It's for everyone, and everyone needs a chance. And the lessons that we learn every day is that everybody deserves a second chance. And if you give them a second chance, you know what? They're going to take it and they're going to run away with it, and they're going to impress the hell out of you. They just need a chance, and they just need somebody to believe in them.
I hope that your work and this documentary, but also your work, because this is a documentary, but your work is bigger than the documentary. It's your life's work, right? I hope that it inspires some sort of movement or organization or group of people to help build a relationship or some sort of transitioning body or something, some funding for some sort of transitioning body between the criminal justice system and the education system, between junior high schools and high schools especially, and the courts. And building that would really decrease penalization within lower economic communities. Because you have poor access to justice already, which is what Joe was talking about. But giving strength to education within that poor access to justice would prevent a lot of punishment from taking place where it shouldn't. And that's what we see right now. And hopefully your work and your life's work, not just this documentary, but this will hopefully put it out to the world and help you.
I hope you let everybody know that we are not political. We're attorneys for the people, and we love Dr. Baptiste.
Yeah.